Hi, hello, welcome back to another episode of Visionary Marketing Conversations. With me today, Gali, and joined here in the studio, Laurence.
Hello, Gali. Thank you so much for letting me join you here today in the studio.
Thank you for being here.
It's an honor.
Let's just introduce yourself. Give us a little bit of background. What did you do and all? Yeah. So.
All right. So my name is Laurence Benson. I'm a British content creator currently living in Indonesia for the past couple of years now, and I've also been making content since I moved here. And it revolves around Indonesian food, and in the last couple of years, I've amassed almost 5 million online followers on from TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yeah, you big on everything.
So.
Yeah.
Could be bigger.
I would say big.
Yeah, not as big as Willie Salim yet, but soon.
Okay, so I think let's just start from the beginning. How did that come about? Like your beginning journey from how did you start making content? Like when you first come to Indonesia, how did it come about?
So I moved in 2020, and when I was planning to stay here long term because I fell in love with Indonesia, I fell in love with Bali. So I was trying to learn the local language to speak to the locals. So when I was learning Bahasa Indonesia, in the lesson, my teacher said, "Hey, can I film you trying gado-gado?"
Okay.
I tried gado-gado. Wow, ini terlihat enak. Ini enak.
Okay.
And then had a video, and then I posted on my TikTok, first ever video, and went crazy.
It blew up?
Well, like 20,000, 30,000 views.
Oh, wow.
For me at the time, I was like, wow, this is incredible. So yeah, that's how I started this journey.
So how did that go from there? So do you just decide to go, let's film another one, or like?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video do well overnight. I woke up and went, wow, this is insane. Then the next day, I literally said, you know what, I'm going to go and find some more Indonesian food. So I had tried nasi tempong. That was the next one. And then I started trying spicy noodles. And every day I posted for literally 1 year of me trying a different Indonesian dish, trying really spicy food, just reacting to spicy food and me doing like silly skits. And yeah, over time, that literally developed me into having my own show, which I've been doing.
Oh, that's interesting because it's you started in 2020.
End of 2020, December 2020.
You started your channel in 2020 back when COVID was big. So a lot of people stays inside. So I think that kind of boosts your numbers. So
100%. Like at the time, I think I was like one of the only English speaking content creators in Bali,
really,
or Indonesia at the time, on TikTok, and I was also speaking Indonesian at the time. I literally scripted some videos in advance. I'd learn certain words, and then I'd practice saying those words in my videos. So everything you'd see, all the videos, would be my genuine first-time reaction trying those dishes, and also me saying a lot of the words.
Yeah.
And because I was in Bali during COVID, when there weren't that many people here, I think I was really lucky.
Yeah.
Because I know if it was during normal times, it probably would be very different.
It will be different. It will be difficult to pick up on that momentum.
Very difficult to pick it up. And also, it's just like a new, refreshing opportunity. Because I always believed, even since like 2015, it was too late to be a YouTuber. In 2015, I was thinking, I wish I was a YouTuber, but it's too late now. There's Casey Neistat, there's all these big vloggers. It's impossible to make YouTube videos, but... yeah, then TikTok came around and just all of a sudden opened brand new doors and possibilities.
Yeah, it's a game changer, TikTok. That is. I also think the same thing. I think it's kind of too late to be a YouTuber, and then all of this content creator got famous from TikTok, from random, just the most random viral videos. That's very interesting. Like the power TikTok holds.
You can have no experience filming. You just post one video, it goes crazy viral, and all of a sudden you're a TikToker. So it's just all about how you can carry on that momentum.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people go viral, get a couple of thousand followers from it, and then they just like go crazy, and then they just go down. They don't know how to retain it. So it's all about finding that next step, and create a strategy going forward.
What would you say? Like, was there any challenges when you realized that you're going to doing numbers? What are some of your biggest challenges, and how do you like overcome it before into hitting where you are right now?
Probably the biggest challenges that I faced are...
Oh, I know what's your biggest challenges when you try the most spiciest food, maybe.
Oh yeah, of course. No, the biggest challenge is when I try, literally spicy food, because you know, with Indonesian spice, you can't actually tell how spicy it's going to be. Even things like some food which doesn't look spicy, you eat it, oh, this is so tasty, and then suddenly it just hits you.
Yeah.
And then you start dying. So yeah, definitely the biggest challenge is my stomach, trying to adapt to all the spice that I've been eating, and yeah, just everything not being realistic with what I'm eating. And yeah, that's been a big challenge. And also making sure people are okay when I film with them. Because in my show, I introduce Indonesian food to them. So I need to make sure the food is going to be safe for them and also okay for them to eat. So they don't go to hospital, it's not too spicy.
So you warn them if the food is like spicy and then their spice tolerance is like not that good.
Yeah, because mine is quite high now because I've been here for 5 years. But some of them, they have been here 1 week and never tried spicy food ever. So I was like, oh, it's not spicy, I'm eating it, and they eat it, and they, too hot. Then they start going out and drinking water, and yeah, it's complicated like that.
So that's interesting coming from the self-proclaimed CEO of spicy food. Would you say would you hold to that title now?
So I definitely used to be the CEO of spicy food, but nowadays I'm definitely the CEO of non-spicy food. That's my speciality. I can eat as much non-spicy Indonesian food, but with the spicy, yeah, it's dangerous.
What's your what's the most spicy?
Samyang.
Samyang?
But it's not Indonesian, it's Korean, right?
Yeah, Samyang, the instant noodles?
The black Samyang instant noodles.
From Indomaret.
Yeah, because I would try that and literally I'd be eating it, I'd just be just crying, sweating. But I need to keep going because my audience wants me to see me eating food.
That's content.
Yeah, it's content. That's why I had a camera on me.
That's what people would like to see. Yeah.
Exactly. So again, going back to your question, what's the biggest challenge? Making my audience happy. They want to see me suffer, but I can't suffer forever. So that's why I changed my name from CEO of spicy food to CEO of non-spicy food.
Okay, that's interesting. So you said you come here to Bali in 2020. Have you? So and you said you love Bali, you love Indonesia. So I take it you have been to Bali before.
Yes, I came in 2018 because I used to work with YouTubers. Actually, Laurence Benson, the guy who we were talking about before, he was a YouTuber, and I used to travel around the world filming with him. And he kept coming back to Bali, and I'd go to Bali filming with him. And I was introduced to this incredible life here in Canggu, in Bali. And I was like, oh my God, people are living like this. And I'm spending more money in London when I could be spending the same amount, probably less, and live in literally paradise. And I just saw so many opportunities here in Bali for people who I met, for foods which I've been trying, and the connections you can make. And it definitely drew me to come back to Bali. And yeah, 2020, I was like, right, I need to find a way of staying out here.
Oh, okay. And that's and you've been living here for 5 years. Would you stay? Would you say you will still live here in like 10 years or the rest of your life?
Yes, I'd like to.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to quite a few places in the world, but for me, Bali, Indonesia still stands out. Maybe not necessarily Canggu or Seminyak, but maybe, I don't know, somewhere up the coast, Sese, maybe Lombok, who knows, but Indonesia definitely has a big place in my heart.
Chiller vibe, more chill vibe.
More chilled vibes, yes. Santai di Pantai. That is my vibe. Absolutely.
Okay. You said you were here because of your friends, and then you were kind of captivated by Bali just in general, by the vibes and all. So like I think so I assume your food is also one of the biggest factor, or like what are other factors that captivates you and motivates you to stay and make content here in Bali?
To be honest with you, it sounds very Ubudian, but it's the energy. I hate to say it. It is the energy of Bali that entices me to bring here. Like I wake up in the morning and feel motivated to shoot content. Like even back in London, it's like I'd wake up in the morning, rainy, grim. I was like, I need to go outside and make content. But in Bali, I wake up, all I want to do is make content. And people who I've met out here are doing very similar things in their own departments of content creation. I know lots of business owners. I know lots of people who are doing all things that I never even knew existed.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just opened my mind so much more compared to when I was living in London to what this world offers. And I think Bali is a fantastic place where it brings all these people to one hub, and I'm able to be part of that bubble, you could say. The problem is I've been here a bit too long, so maybe it's becoming a bit too repetitive. I don't know.
I wouldn't say so. I think you're still relevant. I think
I'm still relevant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean it in a very genuine way.
Okay.
I think you have cultivated this consistent audience, and I think people will still kind of keep watch your content. And also, I think let me just ask this question first. What do you say is your audience? What would you say is your audience, like the demographics of your audience?
The demographics, not as people, not as personalities.
Like personalities are mostly bullies or are mostly locals or.
So most of my audience, like 90% plus, are Indonesian, not just in Bali, but Jakarta and Sulawesi, Sumatra, all over. I've got quite a big expat following, so bullets who live actually in Bali. But I mean, that's quite small compared to Indonesia, with Indonesia being 270 million people living there. And depending on the video, some videos hit different demographics.
Really?
When I did a campaign with La Liga, the Spanish league, it hit the Spanish market. Or when I did videos with Jason Derulo, that hit the American market. So it all depends on who the guest is. The videos will hit that market eventually. But my core audience is Indonesian, and that's why I put like Indonesian subtitles in all the videos to really target that niche. And that's my. And I can always tell if you put like 5 people in front of me. I can tell you which one of those 5 people watches my content, literally just by looking at them.
So how do you judge them?
Well,
strong word.
So they're genuinely between like 23 to 28 years old. They're normally male, and they you can tell they like food. So
that's for sure. That's for sure.
And they're always interested to see what foreigners think of their own food and their own culture, which gives like quite a unique perspective.
This is interesting because a lot of Indonesians like to see when a thing from their nations got mentioned by by bule or like by other countries, because I know this really famous meme, like when slight little things mentioned by foreigners about Indonesia, there will be a lot of you will get stormed by a lot of Indonesians saying "Ada Indonesia coy."
Yes,
Indonesia
exactly.
Coy.
I wanted to get the tear bottle, non-sponsored. I was like, Ada Indonesia coy. There's a famous meme of Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe you've seen it. It's like he's holding a tear bottle. It's like Ada Indonesia coy.
Ada Indonesia coy.
Yeah, so
they'll get you numbers. We should do that. You should do that as a thumbnail for this video, actually.
Yeah, you just said we literally poured the iced tea in a cup, and now you want to put it in a thumbnail.
And then Ada Indonesia coy. It's a big text in the middle.
That's a good thumbnail. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. So, you mentioned about Jason Derulo.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to hear more about that, because that's one of your biggest video. That's one of your most viral videos.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Derulo, of course, he's like a global superstar. Him trying Indonesian food was just crazy.
How did that come about? So you just approached to him and like, please taste this nasi goreng, or?
No. So long story short, I wanted to make a video of me just serving nasi goreng to Jason Derulo, because I heard he was playing in Sevilla.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was get 1 spoon of nasi, go onto a stage and give it to him and film it. Yeah, and document it. That's all I wanted to do. So I spoke to one of my friends, Billy. He gets tables in Sevilla all the time. I said, hey, Billy, could you speak to the owner of Sevilla, one of the owners, and say, could my friend have 1 minute of Jason, or like 5 seconds of Jason Derulo? He put in a good word, and then they called me back saying, hey, we would like to give you 2 hours with Jason Derulo in his private villa in Kempinski Hotel. And I was like, this felt like a dream. Anyway, it was also the same day as my brother's wedding. So in the morning, I went to his villa, filmed with him and some other big TikTokers, and then, the video just went crazy.
Yeah,
like YouTube, all the short form videos, and then I went to my brother's wedding afterwards.
Wow, that's big.
8th of August.
8 of plus years?
2022.
2022. Oh, okay. Okay. Talking about food. Have you ever, by any chance, got have a collaboration with like business in that industry? Maybe have you ever like got called up upon and hey, try our food or something similar like that?
Literally every single day, I get swarmed with messages on my DMs, restaurant owners or hotels or hospitality businesses approaching me. Hey, we'll give you free food. Hey, we'll let you stay in our accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we'll give you all inclusive. All you need to do is make content and post it on your channel.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't like doing that because the reason why Laurence Benson is, I would say, so successful is because of my and the guests will have honest review.
Mm-hmm.
Even if sometimes when guests come on with me to eat food and I can tell they don't like it.
They don't like it.
But they still say, "Oh, it's delicious." I don't post it. I don't post that content because I know they're faking it, and I hate it when people are faking stuff online because it gives a bad representation of Indonesian food. Why would I post that? So that's why I try to avoid. That's why I literally never ever get food from a restaurant and then review it on my channel because what am I going to say? I try it. Even if I don't like it, I say it's delicious, and then someone else tries it, and then if they don't like it either. And then it's my name that's associated with a product, or a food, or a business, and people start trusting me less.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I jeopardize my name for that? So I think there should be alternatives that restaurants can provide because literally, you look at my DMs, it's like 10 messages every single day by restaurants.
So you just never accepted one of them?
Never. I mean, I've done alternatives. So for example, a brand would say, hey, we'd like your name to be associated with our restaurant or our product, like chicken nuggets or like seafood, like frozen seafood. I'll say, sure, I can do that. So they would ask me to go on television with like Rafi Ahmed or like someone like a celebrity, and I would cook for him that food, and then we eat it together. An act. But it's like you can tell it's like an advert. There's also alternatives whereby I shoot little videos for their adverts. So for example, me being transported around Indonesia, using a green screen around Indonesia with a map. And me trying different food like papeda from Papua or ikan woku from Sulawesi, and then merging into a video which they can put as an advert online using it on TikTok ads or onto YouTube adverts, or Facebook ads, all that sort of stuff. And then the third thing which I've increasingly done more of is where a brand would actually say, "Hey, could you review our product? Okay, let's say chicken nuggets." I would review it. I'd bring it with my family. It would be their real reactions, and then I'd post it online. But then they would actually boost it on TikTok. So brands actually pay TikTok to boost my videos. So it's like I can get like 15, 20 million views, even though a lot of them are boosted. So I think that's probably, and then that not only appears on my feed, but it appears on like adverts as well. So I think that's definitely potentially a better strategy for restaurants if they want to work, or hospitality companies if they want to work with influencers.
From the business owner perspective, I think you just couldn't just invite influencers and let them try our food and then just force them to say it's good even though it's bad. Yeah, I think it's bad. It doesn't lead to very good results. So yeah.
But it could be quite interesting if an influencer does say that, and a restaurant actually says, "Oh, makes a YouTube video saying or a TikTok video, hey, we gave this influencer our food. He made a review and he didn't like it, and then that's like the start of the video, and then they say we worked tirelessly for the next couple of weeks to make sure that the recipe's perfect. So the influencer came and tried it with us. We perfected the recipe, and then he tried it again 1 month later. And it was like this. So that, I think, would be such a great storyline. People love storytelling, by the way. It would be great for the influencer because they're being honest, they're being transparent. And it would be great for all their audiences because they can say, oh, look, they made a mistake. It wasn't as good as it could be. And now it's gone to another level. Yeah,
that's interesting. But you have to be able to keep up with the backlash then.
True. But any publicity is good publicity, I think.
Sure. Okay. I think this will be the last question for today's episode. So, what are your future goals as a influencer who lives and create content in Bali? So, in the future.
So, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but my dream is 3 things. Okay, first of all, I want to have a biggest show online about Indonesian food. That's the first one. Second of all, I want, whenever people think about Indonesia in foreign countries, when they think of Indonesia, they also think of Laurence Benson. So it's like they're kind of connected. Do you understand?
Okay.
So it's like, oh, when you say the word Indonesia, I know Laurence Benson videos.
Oh, Laurence Benson said this food is good.
Yeah, something like that. Just like association, Indonesia and Laurence Benson. And the third one, I want people to be able to trust me when it comes to like food or recommendations around Indonesia. So people can come here and they know exactly what food they should order, what they should eat. Because so many foreigners, they come here and they come here for like 2 weeks and don't even try one Indonesian dish. I've got friends who've been here for 1 year and they've tried nasi goreng one time and that is it. Because they tried it in, for example, a hotel where they don't make it correctly. No offense to some hotels, but it's not the same as like nasi goreng street food or nasi goreng Jakarta. So my dream is for people to be able to trust the channel, trust the Laurence Benson brand, and for Indonesian food to become even more popular, which means Indonesia can, go to the next level in the world.
This is interesting because as a local myself, I wouldn't call myself a food guy. So I think I should check more of your content because I this happened to me often. I go to a restaurant where they have massive catalog of menu. I just didn't know what to order and I just ordered nasi goreng. That happens to me a lot because I just don't. I'm not really a food guy, but I think by watching your content, I can know what to order next time.
Is this Indonesian food?
Yeah.
So you go to a restaurant with an Indonesian food menu, and you just get nasi goreng.
Yeah. As a local myself.
God.
I know. This is.
You're such a bully.
I think I am the bully here.
Nasi goreng. There's so many foods to choose from. 6,000 dishes in Indonesia.
I would just end up choosing nasi goreng or like some chapchai or something.
God, be more creative. God, watch the show.
Hey, but what's your favorite Indonesian food? Number one. I guess name like top three.
So my top three. I can do top three. I love tongseng kambing.
Tongseng kambing. I don't know what it tastes like.
You never tried tongseng?
No.
Oh my. I mean,
I'm gonna have a lot of hate comments down there.
I love nasi padang, of course,
nasi padang,
with like the rendang and the gulai sauce mixed together and a sambal. And third, I would say has to be ikan woku.
Ikan woku.
You know ikan woku?
I know ikan, not woku, not the woku kind.
Come on, from Manado, North Sulawesi.
Okay.
And what I love most is that every region of Indonesia has its own unique food, flavors, tastes, spices. So it's people when I say Indonesia, when people think of Indonesian food, they just think it's very limited to like certain flavors. But no, it's so vast.
Yeah.
And so there's so much to explore, taste, see.
The richness.
Yeah. That's what makes Indonesia so special.
Okay, guys. Just so we can, so that we can agree on something. What about? Let's narrow it the scope. What about your favorite Balinese food? Because I am Balinese, so I think I know more Balinese food.
I mean, it's got to be, of course, babi guling.
Okay, we can agree on that.
Okay,
let's handshake.
We can agree.
Okay, let's end the video now. I think that's good. That's good.
Babi guling is like the king of
Yeah, I agree. So, I think that's going to be it for our today's episode. Thank you, Laurence, for coming in here. I think your food is coming, right? So
yes, we've been talking so much about food, and my tummy's rumbling, and all I can think about is food. I'm going to go get the nasi bakar, which should be here.
Nasi bakar?
Yeah, nasi bakar.
Yes, nasi bakar. I'm just toying with you.
You're just toying with me. No, I'm starving. I just want to say, huge thank you to SATUVISION for inviting me here. It's been truly an honor. I've had such a great time talking to you.
You too, and
it's very rare I actually do these podcasts, by the way. Last time I did it was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So, you managed to catch me at the right time, catch me when I'm hungry. And, I'm looking forward to try some nasi bakar. So,
it has been a blast. Thank you, Laurence, for coming here. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and comment maybe like what's your favorite food? What's your food hot take of like Indonesian food, I think. And don't forget to check out Laurence socials on Instagram, TikTok, and everything. And that's it. And we say, Sampai Jumpa.